August 24th is Ukraine's Independence Day, and the world is watching. Ambassador Andrew Young knows the price of the fight for freedom.
Freedom is a constant struggle, and you never get to the point where you can take it for granted. It's always up for challenge. Violence is, in the final analysis, just plain stupid. Nobody wins, ever. I'm on the side of peace and democracy. And it's unfortunate that we have to defend peace with violence.
Former ambassador to Ukraine, William Taylor, says the democracy on a global level is at stake.
They've been free, independent, sovereign for 30 years. And their Independence Day is important to them for that, and they're fighting for that independence.
Independence is a powerful word. But on the eve of the 31st anniversary of Ukraine's independence, they have little to celebrate.
Right now, it's a country with its back against the wall, with an aggressor that really wants to wipe it off the face of the earth, take away its independence, take away its language, take away its culture. It's really an existential battle for Ukraine as we speak.
It's not just the patriotism and nationalism and recognition and celebrating freedom. It's the concerns about recognition of their existence.
On this Independence Day, the strong will of Ukrainians is being put to the test.
A lot of people lost their houses. They are suffering in hunger, in cold, in the lack of drinking water. The simple thing.
Ukrainian children are in constant peril in all parts of the country.
There was a very big attack in Kremenchuk, and it was not far from this hospital where I gave the birth of my baby. It was also in bombshell, and this was not so happy day for me because it was very hard. And after the birth of my child, it was the night, and maybe 4 or 5 times we should go to a bombshell, and we couldn't sleep or rest after this.
We are waiting for receiving special baby incubators. Why? Because in different areas of Ukraine, we have more than 12 perinatal centers and maternity hospitals, which need such very special medical equipment, mobile incubators, because during bomb alarms and during rocket attacks, it is necessary to go together with newborns to shelters. And in Ukrainian hospitals, we have not enough such mobile incubators.
This year's Independence Day means more than ever before.
I am so proud of the people of Ukraine. I wondered, where they get the fire, the courage, the determination. And I remember going to Kiev, and I remember being impressed with Ukraine. It's a beautiful country, and they were beautiful people.
But with war comes new challenges. Atlanta Rotarian Emery Morsberger is answering the call.
New at 5:30, help for Ukraine is coming from right here in Atlanta. This man, Emery Morsberger, is boarding a flight right now. His destination, Ukraine, where he will deliver critical medical supplies. Morsberger is the president of Tucker Summit CID and received a call for help from the Rotary International Club. Morsberger said he jumped at the opportunity to do his small part to help Ukraine win this war.
The Ukrainian people are so committed to each other, to their freedom, and to surviving and thriving. We need to support them in every way possible, whether it's humanitarian support, financial support, or any other kinds of support. The Atlanta area Rotary Clubs had organized a shipment of hospital medical equipment to go to Ukraine, and he needed someone to go with it. And I said, here I am, send me.
Arriving in Ukraine, we're here.
I wanted to get physically, personally involved and make a difference. And I was determined to get there and help them in any way I could. We've established a website, helpingukraine.us, and we are working diligently to raise money to help the Ukrainian people. We are raising money for medical equipment, food, housing, clean water, and all kinds of other supplies that they badly need.
They're just like us. They're just like us. They don't want more or less than we want. They want schools for their kids. They want health care for their families. They want to live in peace. This is an opportunity for us to support those Ukrainians who just want to live in peace.
Historical geopolitical struggles are at play.
I think the real hallmark of the effort has been the focus on statehood and underscoring Ukraine's historical claims and rights to exist as a state and the future of that state. And because, like I said, the patriotism and the national sentiment and the need to celebrate freedom, I think, is being imposed on them by the war. That is a galvanizing event.
How can Ukraine and Russia both move forward?
Russia's going to have to help rebuild Ukraine, and Ukraine's going to have to help rebuild Russia. It's going to be Ukrainian brains and Russian oil.
Ukrainian Independence Day is August 24th.
For me, this upcoming August 24th, it represents two things. It represents the fact that Ukraine is still standing. It's still an independent country, and it has rallied around its independence and its sovereignty as never before in its history, but also represents obviously an extraordinarily dangerous moment in its history.
The world is watching.
We have got to learn to live together as brothers and sisters on this planet, or we will all perish as fools.